Hello everyone. Welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I have compiled a series of my videos on life's journey. If you find yourself in a similar situation, I have some valuable advice to share that can help you stay calm and uplifted. Taking school exams can be a source of frustration. However, it is a necessary part of the academic journey. The key is to remain composed and concentrated, and you can learn more about effective techniques in the accompanying video.
For students and high school students, you probably know that the end of the year means it's exam time. This can be a very stressful and nerve-wracking time. That's why we've put together these 10 tips to help you stay relaxed while studying and during the exam itself. Here are 5 tips for studying. Plan your studying in advance. To avoid cramming everything in at the last minute. This can make you feel overwhelmed and stressed, which can make it harder to remember information. Find your study technique. Everyone has a style that works best for them. Experiment with different techniques until you find what works best for you. Take care of yourself. Make sure to eat well, get enough sleep, and exercise. A healthy body equals a clear mind. Ask for help. Don't give up when you don't understand something. Approach your tutor, search for online tutorials, or form a study group with other students. Study in a peaceful environment. Keep your study area tidy and free of distractions. Play some calming music if it helps you focus. Follow these tips during the exam. Start with the easiest questions. This can help build confidence and reduce nerves. Manage your time. Make sure to leave enough time for the more difficult questions. Think positively. Replace negative thoughts with positive ones. Take each question, one by one, and believe in yourself. Remind yourself to relax. Take a few moments to close your eyes, stretch, and take deep breaths to calm your mind. Remember that this exam is not the end-all, be-all. If you don't do well, there will usually be a chance to rewrite the test. Don't stress too much, and keep a level head. By following these tips, you can reduce stress and stay relaxed during exam time. Good luck, students.
Now, I want to remind you all that grades aren't everything. They don't define who you are or your worth as a person. Sure, getting good grades is important, but it's not the only thing that matters. What's more important is that you learn and grow from your mistakes. It's your skills, your work ethic, and your character that will take you far in life will matter.
Hey parents! Hello good students! With exams around the corner, students and parents often get stressed about grades. While exams are important for understanding where you stand academically, it's important to remember that good grades aren't everything. Many successful people in the world didn't get top grades in school, but they still achieved great things because they understood their talents and worked hard to develop them. The lesson here is that education is important, but it's not necessary to be at the top of the class to succeed in life. Everyone has unique talents, and it's important to follow your passions and take risks to achieve your dreams. So, don't stress too much about exams, and remember that there's more to life than just grades.
School is about learning, exploring, and discovering new ideas. As like what Sadhguru says,
You went to school not to remember some rubbish, to learn something, to enhance the horizons of your life. You had to know and understand something about this existence around you. This is what is science, this is what is mathematics, this is what everything is. What you're studying is not some subject, it's different pieces of life, maybe presented in a most uninteresting way, but still it's life. Yes? Whether you study physics or chemistry or biology or social sciences or geography, you're learning something that could enhance the scope and play of your life. So you have to learn it. If you remember it, it will not transform your life in any way.
Okay guys, take a pause and click on the subscribe button. When we face difficult times in school, such as being bullied, it's important to remember that being a victim of bullying doesn't define our identity. We are much stronger than we give ourselves credit for, and there are always people who care and are willing to lend a helping hand.
What to do if you're being bullied. 1. Talk to someone you trust. It could be a parent, teacher, or counselor. 2. Document the bullying incidents. Keep a record of the date, time, and location of each incident. 3. Take action. If the bullying is happening at school, talk to a teacher or school counselor so they can investigate. If the bullying is happening online, blocking the person or changing your privacy settings and report to the website or social media platform. 4. Practice self-care and find healthy ways to cope with the situation.
Transforming from teenage years to the 20s is a significant milestone in everyone's life. It's a time of transition, growth, and self-discovery. As you step into your 20s, you leave behind the insecurities and uncertainties of adolescence and move towards becoming a more independent and self-assured adult. You, 20s, you should know your power is.
Are you feeling bored and unfulfilled in your life? Do you feel like you're just going through the motions? If so, it might be time to start exploring your interests and passions. And there's no better time to start than in your 20s. Your 20s are a time of exploration, discovery, and self-discovery. You have the freedom and flexibility to try new things and see what you're truly passionate about. Exploring your interests and passions can help you build confidence, develop new skills, and gain a better understanding of yourself and your strengths. It can also help you build a sense of purpose and direction in your life. When you find something that truly inspires you, it can give you a sense of meaning and fulfillment that can be hard to find elsewhere. And if you're able to turn your passion into a career, even better. You'll be doing something you love every day and making a positive impact on the world. So, if you're feeling lost or unfulfilled, don't be afraid to explore your interests and passions. Your 20s are the perfect time to do it. Who knows? You might just discover something that changes your life.
Finding what you love is crucial in life. It's not just about finding a job that pays the bills, but rather finding something that you're passionate about. Whether it's a hobby or a career, when you do what you love, it doesn't feel like work. It brings a sense of fulfillment and joy that can't be found elsewhere. So take the time to explore your interests and find what you truly love. It may take some trial and error, but when you find it, hold on to it and let it fuel your life. Remember, you've got to find what you love.
Sometimes life's gonna hit you in the head with a brick. Don't lose faith. I'm convinced that the only thing that kept me going was that I loved what I did. You've got to find what you love, and that is as true for work as it is for your lovers. Your work is going to fill a large part of your life, and the only way to be truly satisfied is to do what you believe is great work. And the only way to do great work is to love what you do. If you haven't found it yet, keep looking and don't settle. As with all matters of the heart, you'll know when you find it.
During this phase of your life, you will encounter mature love and relationships that are distinct from your teenage years. It's a wonderful experience, but remember that if a relationship doesn't work out and ends, you must maintain your zest for life. Here are some ways to practice self-care after a breakup.
I know you told your friend you're not okay, and tell me what's wrong and why you never said you felt that way. And guess you're trying to stay strong and fake a smile until I look away. But I've known you too long, it hurts to watch your blue eyes fade to gray as you fade away, as you fade away.
Yeah, I'm about to fade away, cause every time I wake up I feel like it's Monday. Something's going wrong with all the chemicals up in my brain. All of a sudden I don't look at anything the same way. Got a buildup of my thoughts sitting in an ashtray. I'm sorry that I'm so inconvenient, okay. Just let me be me and I'll stay out of your way. I can see the way you look at me, I'm such a disgrace.
Just be calm and stay strong. After a breakup, it's common to feel lost and unsure of what to do next. But taking time for yourself can help you see things more clearly. Take a second and click the subscribe and hit the notification, guys. You're gonna have a helpful content. With space and distance, you may even realize that the breakup was for the best and that you can now move forward towards a happier future. Remember, healing takes time, but eventually, you will find clarity and feel ready to start anew. Try not to let your emotions consume you for too long, as it may cause you to lose sight of your life's purpose. Don't make the mistake that many people make by realizing it too late. Hello everyone. Happy to meet you in my channel. Today, I want to talk about something that's been on my mind lately. I've been reflecting on my own experiences and the things I wish I had known earlier in life. So, I've put together a list of 5 things that I believe people often learn too late. Let's get started. The first thing people often learn too late is the importance of self-care. We often prioritize our work and easy to get caught up in the demands of life, but neglecting your health can lead to serious consequences down the line. It is our responsibilities over taking care of ourselves, such as our physical, emotional, and mental well-being, to lead a happy and healthy life. When we're young, we often take our health for granted, but as we get older, we start to realize the consequences of neglecting our bodies. Taking care of your physical health not only improves your quality of life, but it can also prevent chronic illnesses down the road. Eating healthy, exercising regularly, and getting enough sleep are all important for our overall well-being. Remember, guys, take good care of your body. It's the only place you have to live. The next thing people often learn too late is that relationships take effort. Whether it's romantic, family, or friends, relationships require communication, compromise, and commitment. We often get caught up in our busy lives and forget to make time for the people we care about. Invest your time and energy into the people you care about and to work through challenges together. Whether it's through spending time together, communicating regularly, or showing our appreciation for one another. By the way, how are you doing? Have you prioritized these 2 things mentioned above in your life? Have you at least recognized their importance? To continue, kindly subscribe to our channel for more videos. It will enhance your perspective on the journey of life. The third thing people often learn too late is that failure is a part of life. Many of us are taught to fear failure, but it's important to realize that it's a natural part of the learning process. Failure provides us with opportunities for growth and learning, and it's important to embrace it as a part of the journey. And we need to be aware of the value of time. We often take time for granted, but it's a precious commodity that we cannot get back. We should learn to value our time and use it wisely to achieve our goals and live a fulfilling life. We often get caught up in worrying about the future or dwelling on the past, but it's important to focus on the present moment and enjoy the little things in life. Practicing mindfulness can be a helpful way to stay present and appreciate the present moment. The fourth thing that people often learn too late is the importance of financial responsibility. It's easy to get caught up in spending money on things that we don't really need, but the truth is, financial responsibility is key to a secure future. Saving money, investing wisely, and avoiding debt can lead to a life of financial stability and security. It's crucial to plan for our financial future early on, but many people neglect it until it's too late. We should start saving and investing as early as possible to secure our financial future. Saving money, investing wisely, and avoiding debt can lead to a life of financial stability and security. The last thing people often learn too late is the importance of gratitude. We often focus on what we don't have instead of appreciating what we do have. It's essential to practice gratitude and focus on the positive things in our lives to live a more fulfilling life. Embracing your unique qualities and expressing gratitude for your support system can bring a sense of peace and contentment to your life. So, there you have it, 5 things people often learn too late. I hope this video has given you some food for thought and maybe even inspired you to make some positive changes in your life. Entering your 30s can open up a lot of choices for you. You might have gained more experience, knowledge, and financial stability that can allow you to pursue your passions, try new things, and make changes in your life. Remember, it's never too late to follow your dreams and take risks, and your 30s can be a great time to do so. Embrace the opportunities that come your way, and don't be afraid to step out of your comfort zone. Check out this video.
Are you feeling stuck in a job that doesn't inspire you? Do you feel like you're not living up to your full potential? If so, it might be time to start pursuing your passions. And your 30s are the perfect time to do it. Your 30s are a time when you have more clarity and focus than in your 20s. You have a better understanding of yourself, your strengths, and what truly motivates you. Pursuing your passions in your 30s can be both challenging and rewarding. It might mean taking risks, stepping outside your comfort zone, and making big changes in your life. But it can also lead to greater fulfillment, happiness, and success. Pursuing your passions can help you create a more fulfilling life. It can give you a sense of purpose, a feeling of accomplishment, and a deeper connection to yourself and others. So, don't be afraid to take a chance and pursue your passions in your 30s. Whether it's a side hustle, a new career, or a personal project, it's never too late to start doing what you love. Don't wait any longer. If you're ready to pursue your passions, now is the time. Your 30s are the perfect time to focus on what truly matters to you and create a life that brings you joy and fulfillment.
Living in a toxic environment can be detrimental to one's mental and emotional well-being. It can cause stress, anxiety, and even physical health problems. It's important to recognize when you're in a toxic environment and take steps to remove yourself from it.
In this video, we'll talk about the signs of a toxic environment. These signs can help you identify if your workplace is negative and affecting your health and happiness. Here are some of the common signs. 1. Sick and tired. If you find yourself calling in sick frequently or feeling drained and exhausted at work, it could be a sign that your work environment is toxic and stressful. 2. Displeasure. If you don't see people smiling or having positive conversations at work, it can be a sign of a toxic work environment. Low motivation and morale can spread to others and create a bigger problem. 3. High replacement. If many people are leaving your company or team, it could mean that others have also noticed the toxicity at work. Poor morale, sickness, and lack of enthusiasm can make employees look for jobs elsewhere. 4. Gossip, rumors and social exclusion. If a group of people at work alienates others and spreads negativity or gossip, it can indicate a toxic work environment. Having work friends is normal, but any behavior that breeds toxicity is not good. 5. Stunted growth. If your company doesn't offer opportunities for learning or mentorship, it may not be invested in your growth. The lack of support can indicate a toxic workplace and may encourage you to look for other opportunities to grow. So, know yourself. Self-respect and self-worth, there's a reason they all start with self. You can't find them in anyone else.
Do you find yourself constantly saying yes to others, even when you really want to say no? It's okay to want to make others happy, but it's important to recognize when you are sacrificing your own needs and wants in the process. Recognize the signs with this video. It's okay to say no and set boundaries when necessary, and don't be afraid to speak up for yourself. Here's some tips saying no in easy way.
Saying no can be difficult, especially when you're afraid of disappointing or offending someone. In today's video, we'll be discussing saying no politely and professionally. It's important to know how to decline offers or requests without damaging relationships or coming across as rude. So, let's get started with some tips on how to say no politely and professionally. But, before we get into the good stuff, subscribe this channel, so you wouldn't miss any new videos. One of the most important things to do when saying no is to be honest. Explain why you cannot fulfill the request or accept the offer. This shows that you have thought it through and have a valid reason for declining. Don't beat around the bush or make excuses. Simply say no in a clear and polite manner. Use I statements to express your decision. For example, you could say, "Thank you for thinking of me, but I'm unable to take on that project at this time." Even if you can't say yes to a request, you can still express gratitude for the opportunity or consideration. This can help maintain a positive relationship with the person making the request. If possible, offer an alternative solution or suggestion. This shows that you value the relationship and are willing to work together to find a solution that works for both parties. However, be careful not to overcommit or promise something you cannot fulfill. When saying no, use a polite and respectful tone. This helps ensure that the conversation remains professional and respectful. Avoid being harsh, dismissive, or negative in any way. Remember, you're simply asserting your own boundaries and needs, and that's okay. And finally, practice saying no in a polite and professional manner. It can be uncomfortable at first, but with practice, it will become easier. Consider role-playing or practicing with a friend or family member. So, it's important to remember that saying no doesn't make you a bad person. It just means you have your own priorities and responsibilities to attend to.
By saying no, means you prioritize your own need and wants. Self-respect and self-care is important for your mental health.
I was broken from a young age, taking my soak into the masses, writing my poems for the few that look at me, took me, shook me, feeling me, singing from heartache, from the pain, taking my message from the veins, speaking my lesson from the brain, seeing the beauty through the...
Sometimes in life, we become too obsessed with having a plan for everything. But it's important to remember that not everything needs to be planned. Sometimes, the most beautiful moments in life happen spontaneously, and the best memories are made when we step out of our comfort zone and let things happen naturally. So, don't stress too much about having a plan for everything. Embrace the unknown and let life surprise you. Living in the present moment is important. It's easy to get lost in our hopes and dreams for the future, but we often forget to enjoy the present. Instead of always looking towards the future, we should focus on the now. After all, today is all we really have.
So the greatest evil on the planet is that you have a hope that tomorrow will be better than today. The moment you think tomorrow is a better day than today, you can live in a perpetual sense of deception. After this happens, you will be wonderful. After you finish your education, you'll be doing great. After you get a job, you'll be great. I'm not saying you should not plan for your tomorrow, but for this life, this doesn't need hope. This needs exuberance. This needs to reverberate with everything around now, and it can only do it now. It cannot do it tomorrow. You cannot live tomorrow. You can only live now.
We all make mistakes. You are not a loser just because you have failed at something. Failure is a natural part of the learning process, and it's an opportunity for growth and improvement. So keep trying, keep learning, and keep moving forward. You got this.
Are you a loser? Of course not. Nobody wants to be a loser or being labeled. We all want to be successful and achieve our goals. But sometimes, we can fall into the trap of inaction. We get comfortable in our routines. We make excuses for why we can't pursue our dreams. And we let fear hold us back. The problem is, inaction can be just as detrimental as failure. By not taking action, we miss out on opportunities for growth and learning. We stagnate and become complacent. We become action losers. Guys, if you want to a winner, so we need to break free from this cycle. I'll give you some advices. It's easy, but you need constantly to do it. Just starts with taking small steps towards our goals. We don't need to have everything figured out, but we do need to start somewhere. We need to take action, even if it's just a small step. And when we do take action, we need to be consistent. We need to make our goals a priority and show up every day. It's not always going to be easy, but the rewards of taking action are worth it. So, start right now. Stop making excuses and start action. We are action takers, not action losers.
Focus on yourself. See what's around. Pay attention to how others try to influence your thoughts or actions. Look at these signs. Protecting yourself from manipulation. Check out this video.
Hello guys. Welcome back to my channel. Today's topic is about manipulation. I supposed you all have experienced at some point in our lives. It can happen in different contexts, such as in personal relationships, at work, or even in business. In this video, we'll talk about the signs of manipulation and how to protect yourself from it. But before we explore more about the signs, please subscribe this channel. You're gonna love our videos. Okay, let's get started. First, they use guilt as a tool. Manipulators often use guilt as a way to make you do what they want. They may say things like, "If you loved me, you would do this for me," or "I did this for you, now you owe me." These statements make you feel guilty and obligated to do what they want. Second sign, they are always the victim. Manipulators often play the victim card to gain sympathy and make you feel sorry for them. They may say things like, "I always get treated unfairly," or "Nobody understands me." By doing this, they make you feel responsible for their problems and feel obligated to help them. Have you guys experienced it yet? The third sign is, they use gaslighting. Gaslighting is a form of manipulation where the manipulator makes you doubt your own perception of reality. They may say things like, "That didn't happen," or "You're just imagining things." By doing this, they make you question your own memory and sanity, which makes it easier for them to control you. The next sign is very common, which is using flattery. Manipulators often use flattery to get what they want. They may say things like, "You're so smart," or "You're the only one who understands me." It means they make you feel good about yourself, which makes you more susceptible to their manipulation. And finally, they isolate you. Manipulators may try to isolate you from your friends and family to gain more control over you. They may say things like, "Your friends are not good for you," or "Your family doesn't understand us." By doing this, they make you rely only on them for support and advice. Recognizing the signs of manipulation is the first step in protecting yourself from manipulators. If you suspect that you are being manipulated, it is important to set boundaries and seek help from a trusted friend or professional. Remember, you deserve to be treated with respect and kindness.
Recognizing your self-worth is crucial for your mental and emotional well-being. It is essential to acknowledge your strengths, achievements, and capabilities, and to understand that your worth is not based on others' opinions or external validation. Embrace your uniqueness, be kind to yourself, and remember that you deserve respect and love just as much as anyone else.
꽃향기만 남기고 갔단다. 꽃향기만 남기고 갔단다. You and me 미칠.
You deserve to be happy and fulfilled. And sometimes that means walking away from things that no longer serve you. Trust yourself, and have the courage to take that first step towards a brighter future.
Hello everyone. Welcome to today's video where we will be discussing signs that indicate it's time to walk away from a situation, whether it's a job, relationship, or any other circumstance that is no longer serving you. It can be difficult to make the decision to walk away, but recognizing these signs can help you make the right choice. So, let's dive into the signs you need to walk away. The first sign is when you're constantly being mistreated or disrespected. If someone is consistently putting you down, belittling you, or making you feel unworthy, it's important to take care of your own well-being and not sacrifice your mental health for the sake of others. Remember, you deserve better. The second sign is when you're not growing or being challenged anymore. This can be a clear sign that you're stuck in a rut and not progressing in your personal or professional life. It's important to keep learning and growing, and if you're not getting that opportunity where you are, it might be time to walk away. But, before we get into the good stuff, subscribe this channel, so you wouldn't miss any new videos. Let's continue to the third sign, when your values and beliefs are being compromised. If you're in a situation where you're constantly having to compromise your own values and beliefs to please someone else, it's time to reassess whether this is worth sacrificing your own integrity. The next sign is when you're feeling drained or exhausted. If a relationship or situation is causing you constant stress or anxiety, and it's affecting your physical and mental health, it's time to take a step back and prioritize your well-being. Finally, when you've tried everything and nothing is working. If you've tried to communicate your needs and concerns, set boundaries, and make changes, but the situation still isn't improving, it's time to acknowledge that this may not be a healthy or sustainable situation for you. So there you have it, some signs that indicate it's time to walk away. Remember, it's never easy to let go of something you've invested time and effort into, but sometimes it's necessary for your personal growth and well-being.
Yelling may feel like a release, but it's not an effective way to communicate. It can cause hurt and damage to relationships. Ask yourself, how often do you yell? Is it a pattern? Instead, try to communicate calmly and respectfully to avoid misunderstandings and maintain healthy relationships.
How often do you yell? Do you know, yelling at people can have a negative impact on relationships and lead to feelings of resentment and hurt. It can also damage trust and respect, making it difficult to communicate effectively in the future. Here are some tips for how to avoid yelling and maintain positive relationships. Take a deep breath and pause before speaking. This will give you time to collect your thoughts and respond in a calm and respectful manner. Use I statements instead of you statements. For example, instead of saying you're always late, Try saying I feel frustrated when you're late. Listen actively to the other person's perspective. This will help you understand where they're coming from and show that you value their opinions. Practice sympathy and understanding. Try to put yourself in the other person's shoes and see things from their point of view. Remember that yelling is not an effective form of communication. It may feel like a quick fix in the moment, but it ultimately leads to more problems down the line. These strategies, you can avoid yelling at others and build stronger, more positive relationships. Remember, effective communication is key to successful relationships and personal growth.
When life gets tough, it can be easy to want to give up. But remember, every storm eventually passes. You may feel like you can't go on, but take it one step at a time. Keep pushing through the obstacles and never give up on your dreams. In the end, your struggles will make your victories that much sweeter. Here's the advices from Ben Lionel Scott.
When you feel like giving up, don't. When you're thinking about giving up, don't. When it look like you ain't gonna make it, keep going. When they tell you you can't, come on man, who are they? When they tell you you're not gonna make it, don't believe them, man. Don't believe them. You got to be relentless.
This affirmation will help you to survive.
From the moment we are born, we are faced with challenges and obstacles that we must overcome. As we grow older, these challenges become more complex and demanding, and it can often feel like we are struggling just to keep up. All experiences I encounter shape me to be the highest version of myself. Even when something doesn't happen how I wanted, I know I'm on the right path. I let go of worries that drain my energy. Mistakes do not equal failure. No matter what happens, I remain aligned with faith, trust, and love. I cultivate deep courage and compassion within my mind, body, and spirit. Mistakes do not define me. I am allowed the grace of imperfection. I rise in the face of adversity. Everything is unfolding in perfect timing. I release worry and choose to trust. I am resilient. So while life may be hard, it's also filled with hope and possibility. By staying positive, keeping our heads up, and never giving up, we can overcome any obstacle and live the life we've always dreamed of.
What you need to do is turn pain into power.
I got nightmares in my head, I fear that the thoughts build up until I can't hear, that my mind fills up into a creature, and it haunts me somewhere much deeper. Anxiety, filling up every space, no privacy.
It's time to overcome adversity. Leave behind old wounds. Embrace the passion for pursuing new ones. And make yourself indispensable. Making yourself indispensable is all about adding value. To do this, you need to find out what your strengths are and then work on them. Check out this video.
Just be calm when things are going well. be calm. Don't think you're on top of the world in the sense you always got to be wary, because I've seen it. I've seen people come. I've seen people go. I've seen them come. I've seen them go. You got to be chill. You got to like just take what's good in your life and move forward cautiously and carefully, and thank God that you have that. Just it's very, very important not to overextend yourself when you think you got it. There's no such thing. Everybody's dispensable.
In today's fast-paced and ever-changing work environment, it's important to have skills that make you indispensable. These 5 skills will help you stand out and make a lasting impact. Adaptability is crucial in today's work environment. Being able to quickly pivot and adjust to changes in priorities or projects will help you stay ahead of the curve. Problem solving is another skill that's highly valued in the workplace. Being able to analyze a situation and come up with creative solutions will set you apart from your peers. Effective communication is key to success in any workplace. Being able to articulate your thoughts and ideas clearly and concisely, as well as actively listening to others, will help you build strong relationships and foster collaboration. Leadership skills are important, even if you're not in a management position. Being able to inspire and motivate your colleagues, and lead by example, will help you stand out as a valuable team member. Finally, learning agility is crucial in today's rapidly evolving work environment. Being able to quickly learn new skills, adapt to new technologies, and stay ahead of industry trends will help you stay relevant and indispensable. By developing these 5 skills, you'll position yourself for success and become an indispensable member of your organization.
In your 40s, you may find yourself facing new challenges, such as navigating career changes, maintaining relationships, and taking care of your health. However, this is also a time when you can embrace your wisdom and experience, and use it to guide you towards a fulfilling life. It's a time to prioritize self-care, pursue new hobbies, and continue to learn and grow as a person. Your 40s can be a time of renewed energy and purpose, so embrace it, and make the most of this new chapter in your life.
Feeling down and wanting to quit is a normal part of life. But it can be especially difficult when it happens in your 40s, a time when you may feel like you should have it all figured out. But giving up isn't the answer. Here are some ways to move past these feelings and regain your passion for life. Take care of yourself. Practicing self-care can help boost your mood and give you the energy and clarity to tackle your challenges. Seek professional help. Talking to a therapist or coach can provide you with the guidance and support you need to navigate this difficult time and create a plan for moving forward. Explore new opportunities. Whether it's trying a new hobby, volunteering, or pursuing a different career path, exploring new possibilities can reignite your passion for life and help you find new avenues for growth and fulfillment. Connect with others. Building strong relationships with friends, family, and colleagues can provide you with the support and encouragement you need to keep going when things get tough. Remember, it's never too late to make a change and create a life that brings you joy and fulfillment. With the right mindset, support, and tools, you can overcome your challenges and achieve your goals. So don't give up. You've got this.
Upon reaching 40 years of age, some individuals have taken up positions of leadership. Here's the tips from Simon Sinek about leader.
Remember, leadership has nothing to do with rank or position. Just because someone has a position of leadership does not make them the leader. Leadership is the awesome responsibility to take care of those around us. And you can do all the things that a good leader is supposed to do. In other words, be the leader you wish you had.
Upon reaching 40 years of age, some individuals have taken up positions of leadership. Here's the tips from Simon Sinek about leader.
Are you familiar with micromanaging at work? It's when someone closely watches and controls every aspect of someone else's work. Signs of a micromanager include constantly checking in on employees, complaining excessively, causing employees to be afraid to make decisions, obsessing over minor details, redoing employees' work, ignoring feedback, and causing projects to drag on. If any of these sound like you, you may be a micromanager.
What about having micromanager boss? Are you feeling frustrated? Here's the tips to handle micromanager.
We all hope to have supportive managers who help us succeed and feel valued, but unfortunately, that's not always the case. Whether your boss is a micromanager, displays anger management issues, shows favoritism, bullies, or lacks competence, you still need to navigate the situation and do your job well. Here are some tips for managing up. Confirm that you're dealing with a bad boss. Understand your boss's motivations. Don't let your boss's behavior affect your work. Don't assume your boss knows everything. Establish boundaries to protect yourself. By following these tips, you can learn to manage your boss effectively, even if they are not an ideal manager.
Being a leader doesn't mean micromanaging every task. Trust in your team's capabilities and allow them to shine in their own way. A good leader empowers their team to make decisions and fosters an environment of growth and innovation. Next video describe the sign of micromanager. Check it out.
Have you ever had a boss who is always right and never admits to making mistakes? A boss who is more concerned with their own reputation than the needs of the team? It can create a toxic work environment where people feel undervalued and unheard. There's a quote.
A lousy leader may take a solid team and ruin it, driving the best workers away and demotivating the rest.
In that situation, employees may feel that their ideas and opinions are dismissed without being considered, leading to a lack of motivation and creativity. They may also feel hesitant to speak up or offer suggestions, fearing that they will be shut down or criticized. Furthermore, a boss who never admits to making mistakes can create a culture of blame shifting and defensiveness. When something goes wrong, instead of taking responsibility and working to find a solution, the boss may shift the blame onto others or make excuses. This can damage the team's morale and productivity, and also create an atmosphere of mistrust and resentment. Moreover, it can also lead to a lack of growth and development opportunities for the employees. A boss who believes they are always right may not see the need for further learning or professional development, which can limit the team's potential. Somebody says,
A good leader takes care of those in their charge. A bad leader takes charge of those in their care.
Resigning from a job can be a difficult decision to make, especially if you have several outstanding loans and basic needs to fulfill. It's not uncommon for individuals to feel trapped in their current job situation due to financial obligations, which can create a sense of helplessness and anxiety. While it may seem tempting to continue working in a job that doesn't fulfill you, the truth is that staying in a position that no longer serves your career goals and aspirations can lead to burnout and unhappiness. However, it's also important to consider the financial repercussions of quitting your job, particularly if you have debts to repay or essential expenses to cover. So what you need is strategies for surviving and thriving with this kind sneaky boss. Here are some advices that can help you survive and even thrive. 1. Get to know your boss. Toxic bosses are not likely to have gone without leadership training, and their behavior may be due to a misunderstanding. Before deciding to report a bad boss, consider digging deeper into why your boss appears to be misbehaving. Develop a relationship with your boss and engage in dialogue. If they resist, let them know that you want to learn from them and be their right-hand staff person. This will help you understand what makes them tick and inform you of the best way to be on the right side of their dysfunction. 2. Be a stellar employee anyway. If your boss blames you for their mistakes, be the best that you can be. If you excel at your job, others will see that you're not the problem. Resist the urge to slack off or disengage. Instead, continue to show that you're a committed employee that goes above and beyond. Even if you decide to job search, you'll have evidence that you are an exemplary team member. 3. Be sure to document everything. If you have a toxic supervisor, it's important to document what you experience and observe. Keep a notebook that includes dates, times, and behavior. Carry it with you to and from work. You may not choose to use it for a formal complaint, but it's critical to cover yourself with evidence of what is occurring in the workplace. 4. File a complaint. If push comes to shove, you may need to report a bad boss to their supervisor. Be sure to weigh the pros and cons of this decision. Assess the political climate and consider the potential risks. If your boss is favored by the higher-ups, you may be identified as the problem in the situation. If your boss is on shaky ground, you could end up with a promotion. 5. Seek support. A toxic work situation is likely to make you feel vulnerable and insecure. Seek support from someone that is external to the workplace. If you talk to coworkers, your comments may be relayed to your boss. This puts you at risk of being fired. Instead, keep your thoughts to yourself and avoid chiming in when others are complaining about your boss. 6. Take care of yourself. Employees that experience a highly stressful work environment are 50% more likely to experience health issues, according to a meta-analysis by the Behavioral Science and Policy Association. If the situation is untenable, find a new job. It may not seem fair, but you need to preserve your health and well-being. 7. Use the experience as a learning opportunity. If you decide to stay, use the experience of working for a toxic supervisor as a way to grow and develop. Often, you can learn more from a bad boss than a great boss. Take note of what you wouldn't do if you were the boss. As you observe the boss's behavior, consider how you would handle things differently. If you use this opportunity as a learning experience, you will success. Thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe to my channel, and press the bell icon to get new video updates.
Having a good position certainly means having a lot of money. Money is an essential aspect of our lives, but it shouldn't define our entire existence. Sometimes we tend to get so caught up in chasing money that we forget to enjoy the other aspects of life. We need to remember that money is a tool, not a master. We can make conscious choices to live within our means and prioritize our happiness, relationships, and experiences over material possessions. It's important to strike a balance and not let money take control of our lives. We can lost our money, we can lost our love, and we can lost our health. Life is full of changes and nothing is permanent. This can be both scary and liberating at the same time. It means that even the toughest situations will eventually come to an end, but it also reminds us to cherish the good moments while they last.
Let me tell you. Don't trust anyone too much. Things change. Priority change. Time changes everyone. There is nothing permanent, except change.
Thanks for watching, guys. I hope you enjoy my compilation video. Please support this channel. Don't forget to like and subscribe and hit the notification bell for more helpful content. I'll see you then. Bye.